Hello everyone, my name is Rosika and welcome to my channel Learn with Rosika. In this series of video, I will be uploading videos related to class 10 syllabus of mathematics. Since this is my first video, I will be starting with NCERT class 10 maths chapter 1, which is real numbers. And we'll be covering entire mathematics syllabus in upcoming videos. Do like the video and subscribe my channel for continuous learning. Now, moving on, we will be covering question number 1 of exercise 1.1 of chapter 1, real numbers, in this video. The other questions and other exercises will be covered in the upcoming videos. I will provide the link for upcoming videos in the description box below as soon as I upload it. So, stay tuned. And let's start. First of all, let's move on with, before moving on with these numbers, let me explain what are prime factors. So there are prime numbers and prime factors. What are prime numbers? Prime numbers are the numbers which are divisible by only two numbers, that is the number itself and 1. For example, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 and so on. These are the numbers which are prime numbers. For example, let's check about 2. If we check with 2, 2 is divisible by 1 and 2 itself. 3 is divisible by 1 and 3. 5 is divisible by 1 and 5. These are called prime numbers. Now, if we check 4, let's see, 4. Yes, 4 is also divisible by 1 and 4, but it is also divisible by 2, which is 2 into 2 equals 4. So this is not a prime number, but 2, 3, 5 and the numbers moving on over here, these are prime numbers. And when we express 140 by prime factorization method, when we divide this number, each and every number that we get should multiply and the result should be 140 and all the numbers should be prime numbers. The motive of this question is expressing these numbers into list of prime numbers which will multiply and the result of the multiplication will be the question provided. Let's start. Question number 1 is 140. When we solve 140, since this is an even number, we will start with the first prime number, that is 2. We divide 140 by 2, that is 2 into 7 is 14 and 2 into 0 is 0. Again, this is an even number. We will divide it with 2 again, which will give us 35. Okay, 2 into 35 is 70. Now, this 35 is not an even number, so we will not divide it by 2. We will move on to the next prime number, that is 3. But here we can see that 35 is not divisible by 3. So we will move on to the next prime number, which is 5, which will give us 7. 5 into 7 is 35. 7 itself being a prime number, we will stop over here. And the answer that we get in this case is 2 into 2 into 5 into 7. Or you can write it in the form 2 square into 5 into 7. Since we have two number of 2's over here, this will be your answer. Moving on with the second, we have 156. Since it is an even number, we will start with 2, which will give us 78. 2 into 78 is 156. Another again with 2, which will give us 39. And since this is not an even number, we will move on to next prime number, which is 3. And since 39 is divisible by 3, we have 13. Now 13 itself being a prime number, we will stop over here. What we get in the answer is 2 into 2 into 3 into 13. That is 2 square into 3 into 13 is your answer. Moving on. 3825. Here, since this is not an even number, we cannot divide it by 2. We will start with an odd number. Okay, so it will multiply, or sorry, it will divide by 1275, and again it is divisible by 3, so 425. It is again divisible by 3 or not? No, this is not divisible by 3. So we will move to next prime number, that is 5. When we divide it with 5, it will give us 85. And again with 5, it will give us 17. Okay, so 17, we got a prime number. We need to stop over here. And 3 into 3 into 5 into 5 into 17. Or we can write it 3 square into 5 square into 17, which is your answer. Next, we will move to the fourth number, that is 5005. Here, it is not divisible by 3, as I can see. Yes, so we will move to the next prime number, that is 5, which will give us 1001. And since this is not divisible by 5, a number to be divisible by 5, the last digit of the number has to be either 0 or 5. If it is not 0 nor 5, it is not divisible by 5. Okay, this is a tip for a number to be divisible by 5. So next we will move to 7. Okay, let's see if it is divisible. Yes, it is divisible. Okay, this is not divisible by 7. We will move to 11. Divisible by 11. 13. Okay, so we have got a series of prime numbers over here again. So there are no repeating numbers. This itself is your answer. Okay, so moving on with our last question, that is 7429. Since the 7429 is a large number, I will show you how to check for a large number. It is a little time consuming, but it will help you if you practice more. Okay, first of all, 7429 being, this is an odd number. Being an odd number, it is not divisible by 2. A number to be divisible by 2, it has to be an even number. Fine, you know that, right? Okay, so moving on with number 3. Let's try with 3. Okay, so here it is not perfectly divisible by 3. Next, we will move on to 5. But a number to be divisible by 5, last number has to be either 0 or 5, which I have already mentioned in my video, if you can go back and check. So the last digit is neither 0 nor 5. We can move to the next prime number, that is 7. Here 7 into 1 is 7, a very good start. 0. Okay, 42. Here comes 9, which is also not perfectly divisible. Let's move to the next number, that is 11. Here we have 1, no, sorry. Okay, not divisible by 11 either. Next is our 13. Let's check with 13. Okay, not divisible by 13 either. Let's remove some of the rough work. Okay, now check with the next number, that is 17. Here we have, okay, with 4, 6 again, 2, 1, 1, 9. Okay, and So it will give us perfect divisible. It is perfectly divisible by 17. So here what we can do is 7, 4, 2, 9, and what did we divide it with? 4, 3 and 7. Fine. So over here, next, this number we have to move to the next prime number, that is 19. 19 will divide it with 23. So your answer is 17 into 19 into 23. Here we came to an end of the video. In the next video, we will cover question number 2 of chapter 1, that and exercise 1.1. So till then, stay tuned and bye-bye.